think I do. Hello, everybody. I think that we are officially live. So good to see Boba Tennant, Marker Sculpin, Tom, and John Fisher here. Thanks so much for being here. We are starting round 3 of the Doctor Who Artwork Challenge. Tony will be drawing your favorite monsters live as picked by the Wheel of Suggestions. Now,
Prisoner Zero.
Prisoner Zero. Oh, dang. I love it. I love it. Already there. We've got Prisoner Zero already here. Oh, my God. Hello, Lewis Frisbee. Welcome. Let us know how you guys are doing in the chat, if everything is coming through, sounding good, looking good. I'm just going to share this on Instagram. And we're going to very soon spin the wheel to find out what the first character, monster, or villain Tony will be drawing is. You've actually added one to the wheel.
I have.
You wanted to draw Swarm, wasn't it, from Flux Series 13, which I am absolutely loving. But my goodness, you've chosen a very good, not an easy one to draw with all the crystals on the face, but I really hope it gets picked.
I wanted to do it. I wanted to do the crystals.
I really hope it gets picked too. We are live now. Link, live stream link in bio is what I'm posting on Instagram. Join us as Tony draws your favorite Doctor Who monsters and villains. Villains live. Did I mention it was live enough? Oh, and I always forget to put hashtags in my Instagram posts, and then wonder why they don't go viral. All right, I think it's time to spin the wheel. I think it's time.
That wheel.
Trey says hello and draw Syl. Okay, well we will add Syl. That's a great suggestion. That's a great suggestion. We will add Syl to the wheel. Syl. As suggested by Trey. Please feel free to put your suggestions, and if your name isn't already on the wheel, then we will add that in. Lewis, your special weapons Dalek is on the wheel. Hello to Pear Crazy 123.
Well, actually, no, Daleks are annoying to draw.
Yes, we have the special weapons Dalek up here. Yes, Daleks are a bit
like
difficult
that
to draw.
Though. That's a good Dalek.
Yay, Earth Mama 23. Hello. Pear Crazy, I have arrived. Yes, Lewis, your special weapons Dalek is on the wheel. All right, I'm going to go back to the new drawing. And let's see, I should think that this is ready to go. All right, can you do a test thing so I can see if the drawing comes through? Hello, all right. That's working great. Okay, this is time. It's time to spin the wheel. The wheel of suggestions, as you can see here. Let's find out what's going to get picked, shall we?
All right.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's spinning. Oh my gosh. Oh!
Oh!
It was so close to your suggestion. So close. But we have Syl, a great result. Right. A great result. Oh, Trey just
so close.
Got right in there. But so close, so close. We'll have to see. Better luck next time. But Syl from Vengeance on Varos, from Mind Warp, as well as I have a Blu-ray somewhere here that John Fisher sent me. Syl and the Devil Seeds of Arador. That's a spin-off. Trey's watching Vengeance on Varos right now, so I had to mention him. That's great. We'll enjoy. That's a great episode. Hey, Dad says hello, Who Crew. Ollie's new suggests the Pating. Oh, the Pating, the Ma'i Pating.
Do I think it's funny enough to get over my hatred of it?
I forget if it's like a capital T or not, but I'm going to put it there because I think that's how it should be. Well, no, it's probably it's okay. Ollie's new as it's spelled correctly. Okay, fine, I'll do it that way. The Ting by Ollie's New, I believe. New. Then, let's see, what else? Oh, I'll go back to the drawing. There were some more suggestions in the chat. Let's see. Boba Tennant says, have you guys drawn an Ice Warrior? If not, can you add it to the wheel? Love those guys. Ice Warriors are awesome. Let's see if they're... I'm not sure. They might be on the wheel. Are they not on the wheel? I don't see them.
Awesome.
Well, Boba Tennant suggesting Ice Warriors. Boba Tennant, do you want to specify a story or design?
There seems to be some variation in Syl's color from episode to episode.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I find we'll decide when I get to the coloring stage, but
right,
he's either very green or he's a lot of these pictures he's kind of got an orangish hue to him.
Yeah, he can be. Well, there's Lord Kiv, who is quite orange, but in my mind, Syl is green.
Yeah, that's what
comment in the chat where if you think Syl is more of a green or. I'm looking at some pictures now, refreshing my memory, but yeah, he's green. I would say he's green. Some of these pictures, he's in a very orange light. I mean, I'm sure he's like, there's a variation. Yeah, like right here, he looks golden.
Yeah.
But.
All right.
Boba Tennant says, whichever you guys want to go with. Awesome. Love it. Hello, Sir Meowsalot. 89. Hello, everyone. I suggest Helen A. All right. Sir Meowsalot 89. Welcome to Sam Fowler. How are you doing today? Glad to see you here. Let's see. Okay, I got to find the wheel and add in a suggestion of Helen A. from Sir M. Helen A. from Sir M. And because I want to see it get chosen as well, I'm going to I'm going to do something a bit naughty and also put Swarm on the as my own suggestion. So we now have two chances. Now we're cheating the system. But we also came up with the system. So you won't think too much about it. Okay, so we already have the head forming here, which I love seeing it from the start here. Let's see if I can... There we go. I love Vengeance on Varos. I think it's great. Great story. Mind Warp as well. Mark says, a Dominator. They need to make a comeback, less reliant on their quarks. Okay, so you specifically want... Do you want the Quark or the Dominator? Let me know. Ben Miller says, favorite TARDIS interior, both classic revival era. That's cool. My favorite TARDIS for the revival era is Matt Smith's Series 5 TARDIS. That was just so beautifully designed. It's like a jungle gym, the swing underneath and the engine, and just, I love that entire set so much. And it's absolutely, there's nostalgia, but it's also about just, I love a fun design to the TARDIS, and I just think it's a design for the TARDIS that represents how fun and magical and just exciting what you are going to be able to accomplish as a result of being in the TARDIS is, that I think that is cool when it's reflected in the design. Mark says, a Dominator, wants a Dominator on the wheel of suggestions. So put Dominator. If your name isn't on the board, or if you want to swap out your suggestion for something new, let me know, and you can suggest another one. But please do put your suggestions in the comments down below. Ah, I see his face. All right, but for the classic series, my favorite TARDIS design. That's a good question. I mean, shout out to the mahogany secondary console room. I think that was really cool. Gotta be the Eighth Doctor's TARDIS. Hands down. It's got walls of books. It's a library as well, but I love the clear dome that looks out into space. That is so cool. And instead of just relying on a single little TV monitor, you're actually seeing in the roof above you all of the galaxy whizzing by. I think it's amazing. Boba Tennant says it looks great already. Still looks great already. Have to agree. Have to agree. I'd love to know all of your favorite TARDIS interiors for both the modern and classic series. Tom says, I'm going to watch the last 3 episodes of Series 9 tomorrow, and watch Hellbent at 8 p.m. because that was the time it was broadcast 6 years ago. That is so cool. I'd love to just take a year when I magically have time and watch every Doctor Who episode on the anniversary of when it was broadcast, and ideally at the time that it was broadcast, but that might not be possible because you'd have multiple days with multiple episodes. So, one of them would have to be at the correct time. But I think it would be really cool just on that day, watch one part of an episode and then weeks later finishing it up, and to do it all simultaneously so that you would have, episodes of all the Doctors, and there would be times where you would have tons and tons of episodes. Christmas Day would be like an all-day marathon. And then there would be occasional days where there would be nothing because the Doctor Who episode just never aired on that day. There would be a couple on our birthday. But yeah, I think that would be really, really fun. Enjoy your Series 9 live stream. Comment down below if you have any plans to watch any Doctor Who coming up or what. But I think that would be really fun. Let's check in on Syl here. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's coming to life so quickly. I love it. Oh my gosh. I wish I could do this. I mean, it's just so cool. So cool. Sir Meowslot89 says, I just watched all of Trial of a Time Lord this week. Mind Warp is awesome. Syl is great, if that's how you spell his name. I believe so. It's S-I-L. And that's correct. Marcus Gulpin says, when Tony finishes this picture, you'll have to do Syl's laugh. Oh, I could not do Syl's laugh. Oh my gosh, only Nabil Shaban can do Syl's laugh. Do you know Syl's laugh?
I kind of got it. Yeah. Vague memories.
That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's like a bad anime villain laugh.
That was better than I thought.
From JoJo.
Trey says looks amazing so far. Tom says looks amazing. Trey, I'm about to rewatch Trial of the Time Lord. Okay, I gotta show you all because it seems like we have some Trial of the Time Lord fans in the TARDIS right now. But in the live stream in the chat right now. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the thing here. Okay. There is in Germany, what's recently been announced as coming out is the, a new media book for the 6th Doctor. And if I go to Amazon, and it is the Mysterious Planet episode of Trial of a Time Lord, and it looks beautiful. They were originally going to do a Trial of a Time Lord all-in-one media book, and it was expensive, but it would have been worth it, and it didn't get enough pre-orders, so it didn't happen. But my gosh, I wish that it had happened. That would have been absolutely beautiful. But instead of being called the Mysterious Planet, it translates to the Enigmatic Planet, and that is a really cool title as well. I think it's called The Judgment also, instead of Trial of the Time Lord. It's called The Judgment, and this artwork, you gotta see it. You gotta see it. I know you probably are saying things in the chat that I'm missing right now, but you gotta see it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, the 6th Doctor looks great. I don't recognize that photo. You've got Perry there, you've got Sabalom Glitz, as well as the terrifying robot, semi-terrifying robot from that episode. And I mean, that just looks beautiful. Imagine all 4 of those media books together. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I get really excited about what they're doing with the German range because all of the releases are just so beautiful. But I believe Boba Tennant said Favorite TARDIS interior? Classic would probably be Pyramids of Mars. That's a good one. New Who would definitely be Capaldi's. Capaldi's is a good one. Definitely harkens back to the Hartnell era, so that's always fun. Let's see. Trey says, ha ha ha. Tom, I listened to the Sixth Doctor audio adventure Slipback today. That's cool. How did you like that? Slipback is being included in there's a new Doctor Who CD release that includes, it's like the radio collections, and it was recently announced, or recently put up on Amazon. Doctor Who, the format is going to be the same as say the re-releases of the Lost TV episodes collections. It's that size, and it contains The Paradise of Death, The Ghosts of End Space, Doctor Who and the Pescatons, which is a bonus feature on the season 14 Blu-ray, Exploration Earth, Whatever Happened to Susan, as well as Slipback. So you've got stories from the 3rd, 4th, and 6th Doctors there. And I think it's cool because they are lesser known ones. I think the only one I've listened to is Doctor Who and the Pescatons, which was good, by the way. The Doctor and Sarah, the 4th Doctor and Sarah Jane, take on, like, King Shark people. And it's like the only thing you could have done as audio back then, because they just would not have had the effects. But I'm going to bring up the image of this set here for you all. It's not very high quality, but neither is this stream, so that shouldn't be a problem. Still coming to life there. This is what the artwork looks like. I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be fun, and it's definitely going to be cheaper to buy them, you know, in that one set rather than separately. Let's see. Terror of the Vervoids might be my favorite from Trials, or Meowslet89 says, but they are all good. I'm so glad that everybody here enjoys the Trial of the Time Lord ones. I think that, for me, it deserves a rewatch. I think Terror of the Vervoids is a fun murder mystery one. I think that Pip and Jane Baker did a great job with that one. Mind Warp, because it has Syl, is amazing. Mysterious Planet, I forget. That might be the weakest one for me, but I mean, The Ultimate Foe was a bit of a rush job, but a good job considering the monumental task they had of wrapping that all together. Hello to Julia! Julia's in the chat! The triplets are all here. Tom says, I love Slipback, 10 out of 10, in my opinion. Oh, yay! Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I would like to get it when it comes out. Bo Tennis says, well, we need Hoovian Espresso here if we're talking about Trial fans. Ah, it's a shame, it's a shame. But I'm sure we'll get a comment from the replay. But that is, I'm so glad that we're all such Trial fans here. Mark says, oh yes, when I was watching the Trial series, I thought Glitz needed to show up again too. Yes, and he does in Dragonfire, which is fun. Sabalon Glitz is, Big Finish needs to do a spin-off series with him. So sad that that the actor died, whose name escapes me. It was just on the tip of my tongue. Tony Selby. There we go.
Wow, you forgot that name?
Yeah.
I
forgot the last name.
I'm heading out now, guys. Sorry.
Tony's leaving. No, please. We need somebody who can actually draw. Speaking of which, last time a challenge was issued. A challenge was issued, which has me shaking in my boots, that at some point I should try and draw something here. And I think that this is the week that is going to happen.
That'd be fun.
I think that I think it'd be fun to, because I don't think it would be fair to anybody if we spun the wheel and then I was the only one who drew the monster. I don't think that would be fair to, to anybody. But I think you should draw a villain and then at some point challenge me to draw whatever villain you think that, maybe if you want to break or you just, you think, yes, Alex should have to draw this villain because it's going to be really tough and it's going to be hilarious to see what a terrible job he does, then I think you should do that. You can just invoke that at some point, and I think then you'll take over the live stream and talk with the chat and make fun of the drawing that I do. I think that would be that would be great. But that is going to happen at some point. So comment down below if you want that to happen. I would just love to know that. There's a lot of good suggestions on the wheel of monsters here. I'm glad to see that you put on Swarm, because there's been a lot of great monsters in Doctor Who Series 13 of Flux, and I'm not going to give any spoilers here, because I know not everybody's necessarily caught up, and people might be caught up to different places or not seeing it at all. But I have to say, I'm really enjoying the series. I think that they have employed some excellent effects, and the writing is incredible, the different episodes, but it's got some great villains as well, some fun monsters, fun aliens, and one of them being Swarm, who is one that both Tony and I have suggested for this stream. But I'm loving it to pieces. I'm so sad that the finale is tomorrow night. I can't believe it's over, but we only have a couple of weeks to wait until the first special of 2022 comes out on New Year's Day. Boba Tennis says Alex should draw K1 even though he's on the wheel, and since he ranked it so high on the tier list back in the day. Oh, I'm never going to live that one down. Never going to live that one down. Oh, that would be fun. Should I do some tier lists?
With my input.
Okay, this will be fun. We're going to get Tony to do some tier lists. Oh, yes, okay, this is happening. Doctor Who tier list episodes. Do you want to do, like, ranking some episodes of a Doctor? That's good. Like, which Doctor do you want to do? Or do you want to do, like, a companions tier list?
I only really remember a lot of the recent stuff or stuff I've seen recently.
Right. Well, let's see what sort of tier lists are out there. Because we could both do one. We could rank one together that's of the episodes we remember. Well, okay, we could do a best Doctors tier list.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do. Oh, this is gonna. Okay, we are gonna do Tony's best Doctors tier list. So you're familiar with how tier lists work, obviously, but for anybody who's watching who's not, the ones at the top are who you enjoy the most, and the ones at the bottom are who you enjoyed the least. And again, it's not about, they're all good. They're all good. There's not a bad actor in the bunch, but everybody's got different tastes. Everybody has different memories, grew up with different Doctors. So today we are going to find out how Tony would rank all the different Doctors. Now, what I'm going to do is move this over onto the thing. Oh, we've got to talk about. We need a K1 return, Tom says. Mark says a couple months ago, Mom and I were watching an episode of Midsummer Murders, a British show, and one person on screen was a distinguished-looking older gentleman, and I just had to look him up. I forget his name at the moment, but he played the Valyard, so that would have been Michael Jaston. Nice. Sir Meowsalot says, but which Swarm? The locked up one or the rejuvenated one? The rejuvenated one.
Yeah, cool looking one.
The cool looking one, Tony says. Yes, that's awesome. That's fun. I love it when you spot Doctor Who actors in other shows that you're watching. That's just always a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to temporarily get this looking good. Drawing's going away for a second. And we are going to instead put up the tier list and get that looking all nice. There you go. Let's see, I'm just gonna get rid of these ads. That's my problem right now. Ah! Where does one go? Okay. Well, let's. Okay. Let's just make this bigger. All right. Here we go. We got the tier list. Got it going.
Does Syl have 3 fingers?
Does Syl have 3 fingers?
It's gonna have 3 fingers.
Syl is going to have 3 fingers. Yes, that looks right. Oh, that's looking awesome. Okay. All right. So here we have the tier list. Again, S is good. A, B, C, D. So let's put in. All right. So let's start off with just the order they've got them in. No. Let's off the top of your head, who are your favorite doctors? Who are you putting?
I'll put Capaldi at the top.
Capaldi goes straight to the top, mainly because he plays guitar.
Yeah.
Capaldi's awesome. How about, where do you want to put the 11th Doctor?
Put him in B for now.
Put him in B for now. How about the 5th Doctor?
C.
C, okay. 7th Doctor?
A.
S is the top, A is the second top.
Yeah.
Cool. 3rd Doctor?
Put him in A.
Awesome. 13th Doctor?
Either B or A. Put B for now.
Put B. 8th Doctor?
Gonna have to rearrange B and A, so I'll put him in B for now.
Okay. Yep. No worries. 4th Doctor?
A.
I just saw an ad for a pillow with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson looking like Shrek, and I can't not comment on it. See, there it is. Sorry, okay. 4th Doctor. Where are you putting the 4th Doctor?
A.
Awesome. 2nd Doctor.
C.
6th Doctor.
D.
Oof. 10th Doctor.
A.
War Doctor.
A.
9th Doctor.
B.
1st Doctor.
C.
Alright. So now we've got all of them in their initial categories. Do you want to bump any up or down? Swapping them around.
Maybe. No, I think that's good.
Awesome. And out of these different categories, right to the left, how would you rank them? Say 7th is your favorite of the A tier.
Yeah, go 7, War, 10. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and
then put Jody at the top. Then yeah, that works.
Okay, and then
reverse that. Actually, no, put the second below. Yeah, there we go.
Awesome. There you go. He has spoken, and I think it's great that you've got Capaldi at the top, 7th Doctor, War Doctor, generally doesn't make it that high in lists just because he doesn't have as many episodes. Love seeing the 10th and 4th Doctor there. 3rd Doctor as well. Respect that. Some interesting, I like those middle choices. I got to show you more 1st, 2nd, and 5th Doctor episodes is what I'm taking away from this, as well as the poor 6th Doctor, but I understand it, and I respect it, and I'm not too crushed. I think that's totally good, because again, you know, favorite to least favorite. Let's see what the chat, we'll go back to your drawing, let's see what the chat has to say about that. Oh, nice, that actually, that fits perfectly in the screen. All right, let's see what the chat is saying about that tier list. Boba says, lol, the return of the tier list. I'm so excited to see Robot ranked at the top again. Ooh, oof. Mark says, that sounds right. Tom says, I saw Jenna Coleman in a Christmas advert earlier. Awesome. The Schrock, Mark says. Apparently it's got a name. Yes. Boba Tennant, Lol, the Rock has been everywhere. I saw a picture this morning of Dwayne the Croc Johnson, and he was the shoe. Wow, okay. Sir Meowslet 89 says Patrick Troughton is S+ tier. Boba Tennant says, whoa, 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 Patrick in C is literally the best one, in my opinion. Mark says, where's 6? Hiding behind Alex. Oh, hello, Mr. Doctor 96. Hello, welcome. I think oh, wow. The 6th Doctor was being blocked by... the 6th Doctor is in the bottommost tier. I think. Oh yeah. Oh, there he is. There he is. For the benefit of everybody in the stream, there is how it ranks. Since we're here, I don't want to do it, but I'll have to. Let's do my ranking of the Doctors. So. I mean, really, everybody would go in the same tier. There's nobody that I don't enjoy watching. I love them all, but if I had to, I would say 4th and 10th Doctors are my absolute all-time favorites. They both get to be in the highest tier together, but it does feel wrong to me to not have, let's see, it feels wrong to not have so many of these Doctors here. I'm looking for, let's see, I really like, oh, yes. 8. I really love 7 too. And then nobody for me is going lower than a B. And then I'm just going to rank, I think, does anybody deserve to, I mean, everybody deserves to be up there. But okay, now I'm going to rank, I think I've picked my tiers. I'm going to rank. Ooh, right now I'm really enjoying the 3rd Doctor. Ooh, this is so, okay. Oh, okay, yep. Let's see, how would I put, ooh, no, put it here, let's see. And then, ooh, I feel I'm shortchanging a lot of Doctors here. I really am. But I think that this is my tier list. Do you think that this is my tier list? Nobody's in C or D, because it's not going to happen. 4th and 10th Doctors, absolute favorite. If I'm going to rank them, I suppose, depending on the day, most of the time it's the 4th Doctor, but again, I grew up with David Tennant, so this absolutely depends on the day. Just pick whichever one you like better, and you can screenshot it that way. But then 3rd Doctor, 8th Doctor, 9th Doctor, 1st Doctor, 7th Doctor, and 13th Doctor are next. 3rd Doctor, I've been on a 3rd Doctor kick recently. Love his era, his time. 8th Doctor is so underrated and is often at the bottom of tier lists, and it's just so not deserving of it. The audios are absolutely incredible with the 8th Doctor, and as is the TV movie, it's underrated. 9th Doctor is fantastic, and I'm not just saying that because it's his catchphrase. 1st Doctor, love him dearly. I love the 2nd Doctor, but there's something about the 1st Doctor's Tardis team of that it felt like you had a real family there, and I just love that. 7th Doctor, so cool, so underrated. 13th Doctor, love her to pieces. And then we have the 12th, 2nd, 6th, 11th, 5th, more Doctor. And again, I hate ranking them because I'm already thinking, oh, I would change stuff already. But I love them all. I love them all so much. And this is just how I'm feeling today at this moment. But comment down below with your thoughts on that. Let's go back to the drawing. Still coming into life wonderfully. Working on the inking. The tail is wonderful, I gotta say. That the way that I don't know what the scales, I guess you would call it, the scales, the folds of it are coming together. It looks really good. The way it, just, oh yeah, loving it, loving it. Let's see what the chat has to say about my tier list. Poor Colin he's great. The special features with him, he seems like the nicest person, absolutely. Wonderful doctor, wonderful doctor. Mark says yes, but his doctor is not so nice. If he had had more seasons, he definitely would have warmed up. You see him warming up, and I mean the Big Finish 6th Doctor and TV 6th Doctor are like worlds apart. And I think if you listen to more of the 6th Doctor, he just immediately goes up in the rankings. People judge him too harshly, but and I think people did that for the 12th Doctor. He warmed up quite a lot, but I think because he started out pretty grumpy and prickly, that people kind of gave up on him in season 8, series 8. Tom says at 11 p.m. tonight, there's an interview with John Pertwee from 1995 on BBC Radio 4 Extra. That's awesome. That's really fun. Boba Tennant says Colin's Doctor is great in Big Finish, though, so he gets bonus points. Sir Meowslet89 says I put 12th, 2nd, 4th, 7th in S tier. The rest I would have to think about. Love it. Love it. 4th and 7th. Love to see the 7th and the 12th and 2nd. Boba Tennant says your tier list is interesting. He still cares about Perry. Ben says absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't care about Perry.
Tony doesn't care about Perry. Mark says, I'd agree with Alex putting 4 and 10 together up in S and ranking them on a story-by-story basis. I mean, that's an interesting way to do it there, Mark. I think that if you were to rank each story on a scale of 1 to 10 and then seeing what the averages come out to and then, therefore, what your favorite doctors are, I think is a really interesting way to do that. What you're then judging is really what the best writing is, or whatever your overriding metric is for whether an episode gets a 10 out of 10 or a 0 out of 10. That's what you end up deciding for each doctor. So I think you really kind of have to go through and figure it out on a different basis. Because I think with some doctors, if you're just judging them on their TV episodes and not on once you've experienced the extended universe, the characters very quickly become more than what they just are on the screen. So I think that it's interesting to just judge them based on their TV stories rather than the extended media, but I think that you really need to pick out what your favorite aspects are of an episode, because I think people would rate an episode with their favorite doctor much higher to a 10 rather than an episode with their least favorite doctor much higher to a 0. So I think I would like to see people do tier lists based on different categories of the episode production. So how is the writing? Without looking as unbiasedly as I can, whether it's a 4th Doctor episode or a War Doctor episode, it's looking at the writing, looking at the costume design, looking at the directing, looking at the music, looking at the effects, looking at all of these different factors, and I think rating those out of 1 to 10 based on pre-decided, metrics, and then taking an average of all those for an episode, and then averaging that out for each doctor would be really, really cool, but obviously a lot of work. Boba Tennant says, I sent you my doctor tier list on Twitter. Ooh, okay, yes. Please do message your doctor tier lists over, and I will react to them. Reacting to tier lists. Now that is a great video idea. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Okay. Just going to get this up. They're in no particular order in their tiers, but Boba's tier list had the Ruth Doctor on there.
Oh yeah, we forgot.
It wasn't on the tier list that I clicked on. They had the War Doctor, but not the That's weird. Saying this picture cannot be found. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I can drag it over here. No, it's not liking that. Okay. I'll have to figure another way to put it on the screen. I'm going to save the image. Oh, it's failed no file. Okay. This is interesting. Get some tech to figure out here. Alright, I think I should be able to get it up on the screen now. And we will see Boba Tennant's tier list. Alright. Does that fit on the screen? Oh, okay. It's a bit big, but I can solve that. There we go. Look at that. Alright, so S tier, I love it. S tier, A tier, B tier, because I don't think any doctors deserve to be on C or G tier, but obviously, you know, I get it if you put them in there. That is the format of a tier. But we have at the top we've got the 2nd Doctor, 4th Doctor, 3rd Doctor, 10th Doctor, and 12th Doctor. I mean, I love all of those choices. I love it. I love it. You got the 70s represented there in its entirety. You got the 2nd Doctor there. I feel like this is the golden age of fans appreciating the 2nd Doctor other than when it was first aired, because the episodes are getting reanimated and people are kind of discovering this Doctor all over and over again, and there's so much hype, there's so much, you know, just appreciation of his Doctor. He's a really great Doctor, and he gets the credit for being the reason that the show, being one of the reasons that the show survived, and that we have other Doctors to judge as well. 4th Doctor, 10th Doctor, total agreement with you there. 3rd Doctor, I totally get why you put him up there. He was like this close from also being tied with the 4th and 10th Doctor. I love him to pieces. Peter Capaldi has to be one of the nicest actors to ever play the Doctor. I mean, they're all so nice, but Peter Capaldi just, he and David Tennant are, like, in my opinion, gotta be, there's no point in trying to say who's a bigger fan, because the award for biggest fan has to go to David Tennant and Peter Capaldi. Just to have watched Doctor Who and then become the Doctor, just kudos to them. That's amazing. Then in the 2nd tier we have the 6th Doctor, 9th Doctor, 13th Doctor, and Ruth Doctor. Love to see that array of Doctors in the A tier. I mean, 9th Doctor, fantastic, but a 6th Doctor, 13th Doctor, Ruth Doctor, totally agree with putting them higher up on your tiers. And then in B tier, we have the 1st, 8th, 7th, 5th, War, and 11th Doctors. And I think that's really cool. I think that, you know, I love the 1st and 8th Doctor, so it's hard for me to see them that far down, as well as the 7th Doctor. I understand why the 5th and 11th and 8th and War Doctor kind of made it down there. But again, I could argue for any of these Doctors to be on the top. But that's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to go back to the drawing. It's probably not positioned correctly, so I'm going to just try and fix that. I love the detail work that you're doing with the... is there another term for the dot work? Or is that just... Well, is that okay if I call it that?
Using it
for texture. Yeah, I love that texturing that you're doing. I think that's the way to put it. I've already blocked one thing once, but the last time I completely blocked one of the drawings until it was almost done. So now I feel like I've made it super, super small to compensate for that. So I'm just going to make this just a little bit larger on the screen here. Let's see if there's been any chatter about this tier list. Thanks for showing it. Absolutely. Let's see. 6th Doctor warms up in Trial of the Time Lord. Sir Maslot89 says, I have a feeling the 7th Doctor will be at the top of Sir Maslot89's tier list. Please comment in the chat your ranking if you. That's also a great way to do it. Mark says, well, all that stuff contributes to what each Doctor is. Absolutely. Sir 89, I have a Doctor Who book. It's outdated now and goes up to the 12th Doctor, but it states that 6 of the actors to play the Doctor say Patrick Troughton is their favorite Doctor. That's interesting. I know a lot of people, they say, yeah, that he inspired them, or I know, like, Peter Davison said that for sure. I think, who else? Matt Smith definitely was inspired by Patrick Troughton. I think David Tennant. So Peter Davison and Matt Smith definitely. That's interesting. I'm trying to think of what other doctors as well would have said that too. I mean, Colin Baker was roommates with one of Troughton's sons. So I think also the Sixth Doctor would have been inspired by him. You could argue that William Hartnell saying that there was only one man in Britain who could take over for him, and that was Patrick Troughton, was also saying that he was his favorite pick, but obviously he came before. So yeah, I mean, taking that on was just absolutely Herculean, and I'm really excited about that. But the Third Doctor, I mean, consistently, I find the First, Third, and Eighth Doctors in my top 5, as well as the Seventh Doctor. And right now, I'm going on a Third Doctor binge. Hello, Tardis Spider. Welcome here for a few. Thanks so much for stopping by. So good to see you. Tony is currently drawing Syl from Vengeance on Varos and Mind Warp. Mark says, I think 10's favorite was 5. Peter Davison, of course.
Well, he has to say that now.
He has to say that now, yeah. Father-in-law, of course. But also, I mean, we know from Time Crash that which he basically says as much in the episode, and by extension, the Fifth Doctor's favorite was the Second Doctor. I love Patrick Troughton. I see the wisdom in his advice to Peter Davison that you should do 3 years and then stop, or 3 seasons and then stop. But it's kind of become the baseline, either consciously or subconsciously, for actors that followed. And I have mixed feelings about it, because obviously getting 3 seasons with each Doctor is amazing. It's better than 2 or 1 season. But I kind of wish more of the Doctors had more seasons than that. And I think we could have had some really cool things if actors had stuck around longer, but that's just a huge what if. So I'm kind of frustrated with him for giving that advice, but also I see that from an acting point of view that's a good time to spend in a role and then move on. But I love that. I don't think the Third Doctor gets enough credit for sticking around for 5 seasons. And I mean, the Fourth Doctor just seems to overshadow everybody by having been the Fourth Doctor for 7 seasons. But Third Doctor deserves a lot of credit for sticking around for 5 seasons, and 5 good seasons. Like the Third Doctor's era has incredibly consistent episodes, and I am loving reading about the production of 3 of his stories in the Complete History Volume 17, which was a gift from my dad. So thank you so much. And you guys recently saw me unbox it in the birthday haul video, and this is so. If you love behind the scenes and learning more about the production of Doctor Who episodes, this series of Complete History volumes is, I think, one of the best Doctor Who guidebooks you can buy. There's something about a Doctor Who guide that I like. I don't know what it is, but and I just love that there's I mean, look at this artwork, like just stunning artwork by Lee Johnson. Lots of brilliant photographs. I'm reading about the demons right now. I read through Colony in Space. Each story goes through it gives you an introduction to the story. It gives you a recap of the story with 6 pictures from each episode. You learn about the pre-production, which is fascinating, how the story came to be, what the differences are in the earlier versions of the script and the later ones. You get to hear about the production, which I find so fascinating. They literally go through and tell you, okay, they did the model shot filming on this day, and then they did the visual effects on this day, and then they did all the location filming at this time on this day, and did all these scenes from the episode, and then little anecdotes of interesting or fun things that happened during the filming. And then they talk about the studio recording, which had to happen in the space of 2.5 hours a lot of the time. I suppose that was later on in the Hinchcliffe era, but I'm shocked at how quickly they had to put, they had rehearsals and then they had a limited time to film these episodes. And it's just not how we film episodes today. We do a million different takes until the director and the actors are happy with it, and then we put it out. But it seemed like they had so few chances to get it right. It just gives me a lot more respect for what we got as the final product, because it was a lot more like filming a theater production than it was in the sense that it had to be done practically live. So the production is fascinating to listen to. The post-production is always too short for me, because as an editor, I love seeing how it was put together, but they talk about the editing, they talk about the music and the effects, and that's covered there. And then they talk about the publicity, which is always fascinating. You get to see articles or just press releases and just stuff like that about how this story was publicized, get stats on the broadcast. And then my favorite section is about the merchandise that has come out. And these go up to 2017, or this was put out 2015, so I guess they go up until about that era with the merchandise. But it's so fascinating. It becomes like an immediate checklist. I'm like, I have to get all of this now. But love the sections on merchandise, probably my favorite. You got a list of the cast and credits, which is very cool because they include uncredited cast members and stuff that you don't just see at the credits rolling in the episodes themselves, and they give overviews of the different series. So in this case, because they finished up Series 8 with the colony Space and the Demons, they have a little overview of the 1972 series, as well as a profile on a famous Doctor Who writer, actor, or director from the story, and I love that as well. So now that I've talked for a long time about how great this series is, I'll get back to the chat. I think Syl is... Oh my gosh, there's color! Syl is in color! Oh my gosh. Capaldi says, Sir Meowslet89 says, I wish Capaldi would have been New Who's Tom with 7 seasons. I know, that would have been so much fun. I know Tony would have loved that. Dad says, you're welcome. Nat Smith gets extra points because he played football. And then Mark says, you mean soccer. Oh, yes. Matt Smith does get extra points because he did play football. All right, let's check out the colorization going on here. So much fun. I've got to see what the Vengeance on Varos... I have the Vengeance on Varos on Australian DVD here, which is very exciting. And this... Let's see, where am I? There we go. I feel like one of these streams we should vote on a DVD cover that we want Tony to draw and recreate. But I mean, you've already got a third of this cover done. So that's Vengeance Varos Region 4 DVD I have. Let's see. Can I reach it? Oh, I might be able to reach it. Hang on. Oh. Just barely. I suppose I could ask you. I don't want to stop the drive. Okay. Woo! I got it. Region 1, Original Edition Vengeance on Varos, and the Region 1 Special Edition of Vengeance on Varos. Felt like we should bring those out to have a little look at, considering the occasion. Now, this is... Love that green that you've chosen. I think it looks great. Oh my gosh, let's see what the chat is saying about it. Hello, John Fisher in the chat. Hello, welcome. Ooh. Hello, no pressure, Tony. Sir Miazlet says, hello, John, the legend. Yes. The man, the myth, the legend. Boba Tennant says, still looks amazing. Have to agree. Look at Syl there. Oh my gosh. coming together. I'm gonna do some zooms. Zooming in on Sil here. Gonna take a look at this. I mean, love it. Oh my gosh. That forehead. Oh, that's so great. I love this. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Every bit the villain. This is one of those Doctor Who aliens who just looks so alien, and I love it. Design is great. Better artwork, VHS or DVD? Tardis Fighter says, well, okay, I'm now gonna go get the VHS since you brought it up. Tardis Fighter. Let's get the Vengeance on Varos VHS to judge. I don't have the UK one. I've got Mark of the Running and Time Lash. But I think we're going to have to do it that way. I don't believe I have the target novelization, so we're just going to have to go with that. So this is the artwork for Vengeance on Varos on VHS. Da-da-da-da. Have a nice look-see. We've got lovely Doctor Who logo, Colin Baker there, and Sil right there as well, and there on the TV we have one of those poor tortured fellows. And then we have the artwork, which I think shows most clearly on the Region 1 release, because you don't have anything blocking it, is the Sixth Doctor there with Perry and Sil there. Now, I prefer the pose of the Sixth Doctor with the arm outstretched on the DVD as opposed to the VHS, but I do think that Perry being turned into a bird person is a bit of a spoiler. So I prefer the VHS in that sense, but I think for me it's got to go to the special edition DVD artwork. However, this is also for consideration the DVD artwork here for the original edition release. Earthmom23 says, yet again, very impressive. I'm going to zoom out a bit so that it fits on the screen. Move in there. There we go. That's incredible. I love the highlighting. He looks so shiny. It's so cool.
I'm going to call that done.
Well done. Sil right there, folks, looks incredible. I mean, that's amazing. Don't forget the Seeds of Arador. Yes, John, I mentioned. Is it behind you? Nope, it's here. Isn't it? There's the seed. So I can't see where I put it now. Sil and the Devil Seeds of Arador is a spin-off. It's on my shelf somewhere, but it's being blocked by something. Where is it? I'll find it at some point, John. Where did I put it? It's I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard some things about it that it is interesting. Well, I'll have to figure out where I better put it on this place. Oh. Haha. I think it's here. Tony might be blocking it. Let's see. Yes! Sil and the Devil Seeds of Arador. There we go. It was with the Region 1 Blu-rays. Look at that. We even have Sophie Aldred in it. Oh my gosh. Look at that cover. That. Oh yes. That's a spin-off from 2019. That would be a fun one to watch with the family. All right, let's see. Clapping emoji from John Fisher. Clapping emoji twice from Sir Meowsle at 89. It's not like you have a huge collection, Alex. John Fisher says, yeah, just a little bit, just a small one. Mark says, right. Earth Mama 23, clapping emojis. Well done. Round of applause. Shall we spin the wheel?
Yes.
I'm glad you're not asking me to draw Sil, because that would not go well. All right, let's see where the wheel is at. We have Swarm on there twice because why not? All right. Now I'm guessing. Oh, this is gonna have to be shrunk down just a little bit. Just a little bit, so that everybody can see this. Okay. Let's go here. Shrink it down. Let's find out who will be next, or rather, which Who villain will be next. All right. Spin the wheel. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Who will be picked? Oh, it's me. It's Tony.
Swarm.
Swarm got picked. Oh my
I
gosh.
didn't even have to cheat.
You did well. Yeah, I mean, I cheated for you, but dang, well done, well done. I guess I'll change mine to an Ogron. I'm going to change mine to an Ogron now that Swarm has been picked. And we're going to do Rejuvenated Swarm. Oh my gosh, Swarm is coming up next. But for now, we have the lovely Syl to entertain us. Hello to Daniel Richardson, welcome. Daniel is clapping for you. Sir Meowslet89 says, come on, Helen A. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, awesome. There, let's see about getting that framed up better for the shot. Yeah, there we go. There's Syl. Where are you going to put? Oh, yeah. On my screen, it looks like there was more space for it, but there we go. All right. So now Tony's going to start on Swarm, which is very, very exciting. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to do, because we talked about tier lists before. I feel like I'm going to have to do a Doctor Who tier list. All right, let's see. I'm going to do one for the Tom Baker years. All of the Tom Baker episodes. Because I feel like we need a redo. We need a redo. Harken back to ye olden days. Let's see. Let's go. We'll check back in on Swarm. Actually, let's see what we can do about arranging this. Let's go here. Going to open up a new window, get the tier list going. Because there's so much good Fourth Doctor stuff out there, but I don't love every episode equally. So we're going to find out about that. Let's see, let's do a window capture here. It's about, okay. There we go, let's just get the stuff. Fit it to the screen. Alright, there we go. There's a tier list with the Tom Baker episodes on it. And let's see about getting, oh, there's my face. We'll get that down here so everybody can see it. And then also, can we get, where is Swarm appearing here? Oh, got to get Swarm on the right spot here. Oh, there's Swarm. There we have Swarm. That's very cool, actually. Let's see about swarm over to the side here. And then that. Yeah, I feel like that could possibly work. And then, yeah, we'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. All right, so starting this off is, I'm gonna just instinctually say City of Death, my favorite, absolute all-time favorite. All-time favorites, and really good. No, we'll do great. Good. Not my favorite. And then, let's see, let's do let's watch something else. Okay, so these are all the ones. I don't know why the top one is not centered, but we'll just go with it. All right, so City of Death, all-time favorite, gotta be right up there. Robots of Death, loving it. Horror of Fang Rock, incredible. The Ribos Operation, fight me. That is absolutely going to go up top there. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Ooh, let's see. Gotta put. Where is Genesis? Right up there. That goes up there. Cannot forget about that. Ark in Space. Yep. Let's see. Oh, Terror of the Zygons. Absolutely, absolutely. Pyramids of Mars. Chucking that up there. Brain of Morbius. Ooh, I'm gonna put that great. Because Seeds of Doom, that goes up there. Oh, Deadly Assassin has to go up there too. Let's see. Oh, I love the Sunmakers. I think the Sunmakers is hilarious. I'm not going to say it's, like, objectively better, but I love it. So that's going up there. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? I'm going to say Robot for last. We'll have the most suspense there. Logopolis, love that. Planet of Evil, I would say good. Set design, incredible. Shada, yes, great. Mask of Mandragora, it's good. It's good. It's not my favorite, but it's good. State of Decay, I'm going to say is fun. Full Circle. Ooh. Doesn't feel fair to put it in not my favorite, but that's where it's going for now. Kibrotraken is good. Talons. Ooh. I'm gonna say it's good. It's not aged well, but Jago and Lightfoot are incredible. Invisible Enemy, not my favorite. Oh wait, no, what is that? That's Face of Evil. My bad. Face of Evil, good. Let's see, any more greats? Let's see, where is Creature from the Pit? Not. Let's watch something else. Horns of Naimon. Let's watch something else. Nightmare of Eden. Clearly, season 17 is coming at the right time because not a lot of it is going to make it onto my high up on the list. Pirate Planet, great. Stones of Blood, great. Androids of Tara, good. Invasion of Time is good. Centauran Experiment. Good. Revenge. Oh, I love the Tardis team, but the story itself just kind of falls flat for me. Oh, what is... Some of these I just don't... I'm not getting the right... Pleasure Hive. Not my favorite. Hand of Fear. That's a good one. Let's see. What is this? The Image of the Fendal. Not my favorite. Underworld. Let's watch something else. What is this one? Oh, Power of Kroll. Oh, that's a good one. Armageddon Factor. Good one. Let's see, what else? What is this one? Oh, Warrior's Gate. Oh, that's Warrior's Gate. That's not my favorite. It's a good one. I might move that up later. Meglos, not my favorite. Actually, let's watch something else. What is this story? It's got... I can't even tell what that is. Oh, it's the Android Invasion. That's great. If not, all-time favorite. I think that's great. And then this is the Invisible Enemy. I'm going to say not my favorite. And then I'm going to just sort of reorganize this. City of Death is my favorite. Out of this top rank, Robots of Death. I think Terror of the Zygons next. Then Ribos. Horror of Fangrai, I think before that. Ribos, then Deadly, then Logopolis. Oh, Genesis has to go up higher. Then Logopolis, then Pyramids, then Ark, then Seeds. Android Invasion. It's under Great. I think I want to move. I think this is hard. It's hard. I'm going to move Planet of Evil up into Great. I don't think it deserves to be down there. I'm going to call it there. I'm going to call it there, and then Robot goes in the Great tier. Robot goes in the Great tier. Just, I'm not going to organize the other rows, but the top row is organized. Robot's going Great. I'm sorry. That's not in my all-time favorites, but it is great. So there we go. For my sins, that is my Tom Baker story. I mean, I love all of these. You sit me down. I know I named a category. Let's watch something else. But I would enjoy watching any of these Tom Baker episodes. So that is my list. I'm kind of scared to see what people think of it. But right now I'm going to get the drawing situated better. Because right now we're only getting half of Swarm. I want to get all of Swarm. Alright, let's move this over. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love the pose. Love the frills. Oh wait, I still want to get Syl in the shot as well. There we go. And then there we are. Then I'm going to see what people's reactions are. Because there's a delay. Let's see. Oh gosh. I'm sure people... Okay, John Nuttall, welcome. It says Syl looks great. And hiya. Welcome, welcome. Try not to reveal any major spoilers. John, we will not. We're just going to draw this character from Doctor Who Flux. And if the chat and me as well can keep to no spoilers, that would be great. Thank you all for making it to the live stream. John says, if you haven't already, please sonic that like button and subscribe for more great Doctor Who Guide videos and live streams. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for that reminder. Boba Tennant says, I'm preparing for the worst here. Daniel Richardson says, Tom Baker's one of my two favorite Doctors, along with William Hartnell. Love a good Hartnell episode. Love a good Tom Baker episode. I absolutely am happy to hear that, Daniel. Let's see what else people are saying. Or for me, I'm a little behind. Oh, bye, Tardis Spider. Oh, no, I missed Tardis Spider. Thank you so much for dropping by and being here. Let's see. Hello to Charles Eldridge. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to see you all here. Sir Meowsalot, yes, Ryboss is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Big Finish is doing a sequel to that, and I'm so excited about it. Oh my gosh, I think it's the 7th Doctor story going back to Ryboss. So cool. Love that story to pieces. Love that story to pieces. Underworld has to be an all-time faves, lol, John Fisher says. Oh my gosh. I'm already thinking of things I should have put higher. But anyway, I've watched the first 5 seasons since the restart. Mark says that's awesome. John says all British people are quaking at your spelling of favorite. Yes, sorry. Yep. You can't spell favorite without you. Apparently you can. Let's see. What else are people saying? Where will Robot go at the top this time? Bubba Jen says, "Ooh, almost." Surmiazolet says, "I actually enjoy Underworld. If it gets a special effects upgrade, I think people will start to like it more." Absolutely. It was literally just that they've run out of a budget to build sets and relied too heavily on color separation overlay, which was their technical term for green screening or chroma keying. It was actually a blue screen, or possibly yellow at points, but. Surely the Logopolitans will use spreadsheets, John Fisher says. How many Naimon have you seen today? How many? Sir Meowsalot says. The Horns of Naimon should be at the top. Oh no! Oh no! John's giving me a rolling on the floor laughing. I love Horns or Naimon. Roman is on fire that episode, sir. I think he would have been great if he knew that he was not on a theater stage and was being filmed on a camera. I think he just may have hemmed it up a bit too much in his performance there. But Meglos is a thorny topic for some folks. Mark says, a long time ago I heard that Madame Tussauds added a figure of Meglos, making Tom Baker the first person to have 2 figures. Oh, that's fun. I think I heard something like that. Robot is in the great tier. It is acceptable, Boba Tennant says. Well, okay, I'm glad, because I put him at, what did I put it in last time? The okay? I think it was like 3 tiers down or something. Sir Meowsalot89 says, even though it's not a 4th Doctor story, go ahead and put the Happiness Patrol in S tier. Oh, 7th Doctor tier. Let's do that. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I'm just going to grab behind you 12 DVDs because why bother fiddling around with that whole online tier-making thing when you can just grab all the DVDs, take out the duplicate of Remembrance, and have our own little ranking party. So for me, 7th Doctor tier list, here we go, in honor of Sir Meowsalot89. Let's see. For me, I think my favorite 7th Doctor story, you're going to have to wait to hear on that, but I'm going to arrange them now and say that I love basically every story with the 7th Doctor. Let's see. I really think.
The right one better be on top.
Oh dear, I have a feeling I'm gonna annoy a lot of people with this, but it's kind of got to be done. Some people aren't gonna like this. No. Yes, maybe so. Oh, do I want Ghostlight that far down? Yes. Okay. Oh, but this one's really good too. Oh, but it's not that good, is it? Okay. Yep. Okay. I have my list. Prepare yourselves. For me, my favorite 7th Doctor story has to be Battlefield.
That was wrong.
Tony says I was wrong because my second favorite story is Paradise Towers. So that I'm sorry it didn't go to the top, but for me, that Battlefield, I love that. Curse of Fenric is in the 3rd spot. Love that story. Really, really good. Highly recommend the Target novelization. Happiness Patrol, 4th place. Sir Meowsalot89. I'm sorry it wasn't higher, but it's definitely up there. Definitely up there. Remembrance of the Daleks, top 5. A lot of people will put this at the top. No. There's some great stories out there. Delta and the Bannerman, 6th space, 6th spot. Love it. Really love it. I don't expect anybody else to put it up this high, but hey. Survival is next. And then, actually, no, Silver... Survival... No, you know what? Silver Nemesis is next, then Survival. Then we have Dragonfire, following up with Ghostlight, following up with The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, and then Time and the Ronnie. So that is my ranking of the favorite 7th Doctor episodes. Again, love them all. There's not a one that I would say, oh no, let's watch this later. I'm just going to put this stack of DVDs without dropping them over here. Boba Tennant says, Ghostlight is my favorite 7th Doctor story. Sorry it was so far down. Lol, I hate Paradise Towers with a passion. Sorry, Sir M. Boba Tennant. Oh no! I think
you gotta understand that it's a spoof of that book. That
it is a spoof. It's a spoof.
High Rise. It's a spoof of High Rise.
Yes. Greatest Show in 11th. It's a good one. It's a good one. I just like the other ones better. That did feel a bit too far down, but I've said what I've said. I've said what I've said. I love Battlefield. I tell you, so much fun. Paradise Towers, Chris Fenrick, Happiness, and Remembrance. I mean, there's a lot of great 7th Doctor ones. This is what we're finding out now. Swarm is coming along. Let's check in with this. We've got some inking going on. Loving this outfit coming to life. Very, very fun. 2021 had a lot of fun merchandise coming out. A lot of cool things came out in 2021. We got really pretty spoiled with releases. We got a lot of good stuff. And looking back on it, there's quite a lot. Sir Meows89 says, my 7th Doctor tier list would be boring. Every episode is S tier, besides Time and the Ronnie, and Delta gets C tier. Oh, Hex lives. Red Kang's the best. Build high for happiness. Love it. Love it. 7th Doctor tier. I mean, honestly, my Doctor Who tier lists are just all S tier. Like, I love them. I love them. Even the ones that I say that I don't like, I can really enjoy. Ben Miller says, I really don't like the dark stuff. I get you. I get you. And I really don't like when Doctor Who does really, really dark stuff. I'm not generally a fan of dark stuff. But with something like the Chris Fenrick, I found the use of folklore and the way that the rest of the writing came together for that episode to I was in the right mood for a spooky story. And yeah, it is. 7th Doctor gets dark in season 26. And in general, I much prefer Doctor Who to be a lighter thing, but I really enjoyed the Target novelization of the Curse of Fenric. That actually turned it around for me. But I totally get that. Mark says, Yellow Kangs made not alive. Yes, yes. Loving the Happiness Patrol references here. Comment down below with some of your favorite releases that came out this year for Doctor Who. I'm excited. December, we still have some releases coming out, including Season 17, which apparently a lot of you think that I need to rewatch and give Horns of Nimon and the Nightmare of Eden another chance as well. I'm pretty sure that Creature from the Pit is not going to move up in my rankings, but I mean, City of Death has to be the best Tom Baker story out there. It was beautiful. I'm listening to the audiobook of the Target novelization that is read by, I almost said Louise Jameson. No, by Lala Ward. That's another name that starts with an L. And she does an incredible job. I don't know how you pronounce all those beautiful French places and words so wonderfully, but she does, and does obviously an excellent Romana. And I'm just loving that novelization. I think it's really engaging, and it's such a good story. Such a good story, and I love that they did overseas filming for that. Like, that was just incredible. As a result, I think that there was some other ways in which the season 17 budget kind of got hit hard for that, but I think it was absolutely worth it. Daniel Richardson says season 17 is possibly my favorite season. Well, I'm so glad that you're getting to see it come out on Blu-ray, and I hope you'll be getting it at some point on Blu-ray, because it's like these Blu-ray sets have like so much added features, and if you have a Blu-ray drive that connects to your laptop, you can access the PDF files, which are put together, and it's just incredible. The number of pages of content is insane. So love that. Really excited for that to come out on Blu-ray. Certainly, I was at 89. I watched Battlefield last week again. It's truly great all around. The Doctor is Merlin. Absolutely. It's such a fun story. Love it. I just want to live in the end of that episode and have supper with the Doctor and Brigadier and everybody there. Harry Phillips asks, what is your favorite Weeping Angels story? I have to say now, well, the latest one, Village of the Angels. A Blink obviously has to also be up there. I think the only reason I wouldn't say that it's my favorite is actually because there's no Doctor in it. And if you think about it, one of the best and most well-known Doctor Who episodes, which I could absolutely see anybody arguing as being the best one, is one with it barely has any of the Doctor in it. So that's the only thing that I'm like, oh, I wish it had been that good and had the Doctor in it, because it's almost a spin-off in its own. Like, it's a Sally Sparrow spin-off, and I think that's really awesome. But this latest one, I really, really enjoyed. Thought that, yeah, I'm not even going to go into it because we said no spoilers. But I loved it. 13 out of 10. Looks like Mark is voting for Blink. But Lieutenant says, dare I admit I like season 17 more than season 13. Whoa! Well, I mean, see, the thing is, you're a hardcore Tom Baker fan. So again, that's the thing about, like, are we talking about writing quality here? Or are we talking about which Doctor is in the episodes? Because if your standard of what's great in Doctor Who is it having Tom Baker in it, then no season without Tom Baker is going to do better. Hello, Hoovy and Espresso. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. We, Tony, I say we, as if it's the royal we. Tony has drawn Syl from Vengeance on Varos and is now currently drawing Swarm, but we are not going to have any Series 13 spoilers here, just because it's still technically airing, and we don't want to spoil anything for anybody, because I heard someone ranked Colin last in a tier list. Who was that? Nah. You. Okay, so you may have heard right. Hoovian, I do love me some Colin. I've actually forgotten where I put him in. He wasn't last in my tier list. He was just on the bottom tier of the tier list, but there were only 3. It was a mid-tier that he ended up on. I love me some Colin. Still looks fabulous. Hoovian Espresso says, well, thank you. We're talking about what our favorite episodes are with Weeping Angels and what we think of season 17. I mean, City of Death is the best classic Doctor Who story out there. So, like, it's really hard to have to average that out with something like Creature from the Pit or just other episodes that I don't think production-wise got the best shot that they deserved. Yeah. It's an interesting one, and I love just how you do once you watch, get these Blu-ray sets. You gain such a greater appreciation for the episodes themselves, and I think that's really, really cool. Again, because I love the complete history so much, I want to read just a little bit. I'm not going to read you a lot because I can't. It's somebody else's book, but there were a couple of anecdotes that just stood out to me, and I hope that hearing one or two of them will encourage you to check out the complete history. Apparently, when Roger Delgado plays the Master, the villain of the story, the local village that they filmed at was actually very welcoming to them. The money that they were paid as a result of Doctor Who being filmed there went towards, I think, it was a new like helping out their sewers or something like that. So it went towards helping the town out. But the people, the real villagers there, were very welcoming. And it says that Delgado was cheered by the village children until Christopher Barry asked them to boo him instead. And I think that's just so sweet. They were, you know, they were just they didn't see him as a villain. And they just loved that. I mean, that was so cool. There's some really cool stuff that you find out in these anecdotes. I think it was, let's see, yeah, that was the section cheering villagers. They apparently, John Levine was severely reprimanded for tampering with the helicopter controls. By just, I think, moving them around and stuff. So he was told off for that. Let's see, it was there was, at one point, Roger Delgado ad-libs the name of one of his cast members, Damaris Heyman, backwards. And it's one of the, like, black magic incantations. Apparently it's also, Mary had a little lamb backwards was what was said there. And that was fun, too, to find out about. Just fun little things like that. There's so many anecdotes and just fun little stories. It's so fascinating to find out about how this episode was filmed. During the shoot, the short-sighted Katie Manning lost track of her route and ran into a wire fence. The poor thing. Poor thing. She was okay, but just fun stuff. Julian Espresso agrees. Village of the Angels, probably my favorite. And City of Death is greater than Robot. Sorry, not sorry. Julian Espresso says, thank you. I agree. Sorry, Boba. Sorry. Boba says, look, that's wrong. Oh my gosh. We've got a fight breaking out in the chat. City of Death is indeed the best classic Doctor Who story when... is indeed not the best classic Doctor Who story when Robot exists. The age-old question. I love that you love Robot. I love that, but I can't bring myself to say that it's better than City of Death. City of Death was amazing. Aw, that's amazing. I think Julia's out there making supper and is listening to our live stream right now, and I can hear my muffled voice coming through. That's amazing. Thank you for watching, Julia. But yeah, that's I mean, I love those complete history books. They're just absolutely incredible. We've got also the Curse of Fenric media book is coming out in Germany in December. For the US, we'll have in 2022 a release for The Abominable Snowman. A Blu-ray is up on Amazon, so I'm assuming we'll get a Blu-ray of The Abominable Snowman, which is exciting. We will get Flux Series 13 on DVD and Blu-ray in February. And what else is coming out in February? Oh, the Web of Fear Special Edition. I know that, that release that came out ages back for everybody else. Well, it's finally coming out in February, early February for the US, so that's exciting. I'm hoping Matt Smith does do Big Finish, Ben Miller says. I absolutely think so, hope so as well. They've currently got Jacob Dunman, who's an incredible impressionist, voicing him, but so clearly they'd love to write for the 11th Doctor, but I think it does depend on schedules. But the thing is, they've gotten the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. They've gotten the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. It's only a matter of time before they get Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi, and I think that's so exciting. I mean, but really, we've been spoiled with a number of actors they've been able to bring back to the role. Hashtag wait for Julia. Ben Boba Tennant says. Moving Espresso, wait for Julia, never forget. Yes, absolutely. Hashtag wait for Julia, can't start without her. Certainly not. I'm loving how Swarm is coming along. I'm going to zoom in and just kind of talk about what I'm liking here. First off, the ruffled coat. A ruffled shirt looks great. Loving how you've done the crystalline structure here. The face, the nose, I think looks really, really good. Loving the pose here. Yeah, loving how that's coming along. I'm thinking that after you're done Swarm, we should pick something. Tony's going to pick something for me to have to try and draw.
Yeah.
And we'll call it a day there. And I'm just sorry to have to draw on the same thing that you are drawing on. Oh my gosh, because we're going to attempt to wrap up around 5. But I am just so excited that we get season 17 coming out. We'll have the U.S. version of season 17, which will be called Tom Baker Complete Season 4. No, wrong. Oh gosh, Tom Baker Complete Season 6. Am I going crazy? Season 17, 18 is season 7. Yes, Tom Baker Complete Season 6. And Hoovy Espresso loves Swarm 2. And I think that so we'll get that in 2022, and at some point we'll get a release for Galaxy 4. That's on pre-order, hasn't been released yet, or release date hasn't been shown yet. And for the UK, already the Series 13 DVD Blu-ray and Steelbook is coming out. I'm guessing we'll get 3 collection sets next year. My guesses for those sets will be that we'll get another Third Doctor one. I think they're going to do season 11 next. I think they're going to do season 11 next for the Third Doctor. Then they're going to do... No. I think they should do season 9 next, because then that would be the 50th anniversary year. So it'll be 2022. Boba Tennis says, did you see the new B&M set leaked? I won't say what it was in case you haven't. I've seen a lot of hubbub about B&M, but I haven't seen the new one that was leaked. I know of the... Well, I won't say it in case somebody watching doesn't want a leak, but... so I think we'll get season 11 next year. I think we'll get season 20 for the 5th Doctor, and I think that we will get another 4th Doctor one, which will be season 15. I think that'll be season 15 next. Hoovy Espresso says, I reckon season 22 might come out next year. That would be a good one. That would be great, actually. That would be fun. If for some reason they aren't able to continue with the season 20, then I do think that in lieu of that, season 22 is very likely. But I also think that they'll put out at least DVD and Blu-ray releases for each of the specials the 3 specials that comes out in 2022. They might even do Steelbook releases, and I think that would be really cool. I know that most Steelbook collectors prefer to just have, that they would probably prefer to just have the 3 specials included with the Flux Series 13 Steelbook. Obviously, that can't happen right away, but I think that would be a cool re-release, actually, would be to include that, and to include, I think Revolution of the Daleks isn't on a Steelbook yet. It's actually hard to get the Steelbook releases to contain the Christmas, the New Year's specials, or the specials in between. I think that they might want to milk it for all it's worth by having the specials released on Steelbook. I think you could have some really cool artwork that way. Daniel says, I can't wait for the 60s Blu-ray sets to be released because that is my favorite era. Absolutely. I think that the 60s will get its first release in 2023. I think that they're really working hard to complete season 5. And with the Abominable Snowman, I think, other than The Wheel in Space, it will be completed. So I reckon season 5 will be the first one to come out for Troughton. But I think that they're going to wait until the 60th anniversary year to release the first 60s set. But I have been so wrong about these predictions before that I think that we will get the next... we got 5 standard releases for the collection box sets. I've got seasons 12 and 19 here. I think that we got 5 of them this year. I think we're going to get another 5 next year. I know that may seem a bit optimistic, but I think that we absolutely will. I think we'll get the remaining. We'll get one for season 8. We'll get one for season 14, season 21, and season 26. And I think that may have been 4, maybe one I'm missing, but they'll get the remaining 5. I think that will come out, and that's quite a few releases there. Yeah, that's why I said it. Lol. Unespresso says, yes. Okay, I see. Sumias99 says, Con season needs to come out next year. It has multiple stories I don't own. I think it's so cool that people are collecting the Blu-ray sets and getting episodes they never got around to collecting on DVD. I think that's so cool because it's such an easier way to collect classic Doctor Who instead of, I mean, asking people to get 160 DVDs is ridiculous. And you kind of have to like Doctor Who before you really start collecting the DVDs. So I just think as a way of getting, it's more accessible to just say, I'm going to buy a season of Doctor Who on one box set. It's how every normal TV show releases Blu-ray sets. So I think that that is a great way, and I love that they're doing the standard editions because the limited ones just got out of stock too quickly, and it's helpful only, they were helpful for people who are already fans, but as far as getting more people into Doctor Who, I think that you can't beat seeing something like this in the store, going, okay, yeah, I'll get season whatever, and just buying that as one thing. I do wish these were a little bit less expensive. I imagine as time goes by, they will become less expensive, as has been the case for, the U.S. Blu-rays. Now you can get them on sale for around $35, $25, and I think that's really exciting that fans can so easily collect an entire season of Doctor Who. Season 17, I only actually had Shada and City of Death, who Venus Espresso says. I've seen most of them, except the last two parts of The Horns of Nymon, which I couldn't finish. I'm not going to hold that against you. Did you see that Colin was out in public filming with the blue cape on from Revelation? Boba Tennant says, I did not. That's awesome. Well, that would seem to imply that season 22 is next. I mean, it's been ages since, I think 2019 was when Colin's first season came out. So I think we are overdue for an 80s season from Colin. Absolutely. All right, let's check in on the Swarm. Oh, we're getting some color. Ho. What is that suit? The jacket? The suit jacket is getting colored in quite nicely. Oh, that is so cool. Loving how that's coming out. We've now just got the inked lines and we're coloring in. That's really fun. Giving us a not so cheery wave. Boba Tennant says, when I got season 19, I was able to own Fort of Doomsday, Kinda, and Timeflight for the first time. Some for the better, some for the worse. Seems weird that was like 3 years ago now. Fulvio Espresso says, I know, right? Yeah, it's been ages. Boba Tennant says, whoa, Swarm looks amazing. Have to agree. And that's so cool that you got some stories for the first time, Boba, on DVD or on the Blu-ray. That's really cool. Moving Espresso says, the only reason I got into the box sets was season 18 because I own none of the stories. Wow. That's so cool. So convenient. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome that you finally got to have an entire season all in one fell swoop. It's really cool. Really cool. And of course, I think that it's great that we won't have to wait long for the first special of 2022. It's just coming out on New Year's Day, but it's gonna be so hard just having. It's not gonna feel like, oh, we got 3 specials in 2022 because that's literally the first day of 2022. It's gonna feel like the entire year was just 2 episodes, and then we have to wait all the way another year until the 60th anniversary, and then to whenever they air season 14. Series 14. So that's going to be a real long wait. So glad that we have these, collection box sets, these various releases and animations to keep us occupied. Serenia's89 says, I look forward to Doomsday. For season 19, Earthshock's my favorite. I think that I recently listened to the Castrovalva Target novelization, written by Christopher H. Bidmead and read by Peter Davison. But surprisingly, Christopher H. Bidmead does the Logopolis, the reading of Logopolis, and also did what story did he? I'm gonna check my notes here to see what story he read for. I believe it was the King's Demons was Turlough. Mark Strickson did that. The Five Doctors with John Coleshaw. Frontios. Christopher H. Bidmead read the Target novelization audiobook of Frontios, and he does a surprisingly really good Fifth Doctor impression. Really, really good. Movie Nespresso says, I feel like maybe they will do a 60th anniversary series and not a 60th anniversary special. Interesting. That would be really cool. And I think that really just bringing back, you need to, just for the 60th, whether it's a special or an entire series, you need to bring back as many, all of the surviving classic Doctor Who actors, especially the Doctors, into that episode. I don't care if they look slightly older. Bring them back. It's only fair. They made Doctor Who what it is now, and they need to be back, in my opinion. Bring them on. All the monsters need to be back as well. Just everything needs to return. And I think Russell will do a great job at it. But I just hope that they actually bring back the Doctors, various characters. We're getting some color coming on here, which is exciting. That's a pretty good match for the purple. Let's see what's going on here. We've got some nice yellow and black. I love a good yellow and black design. Here, let's see. The face is becoming all purple. Love it. Oh my gosh, I'm terrified because I'm not as I'm not as good at drawing as Tony is, and that's an understatement. So it's going to be really interesting to see what I have to draw, what it'll end up looking like. Tony's also going to be taking over the stream at that point, so ask him whatever questions you want about Doctor Who, and I'm sure he will answer them. And that's going to be fun too. I feel like it would be a multi-Doctor for the centenary and then focus on a new Doctor with old monsters for the 60th maybe. That would be interesting. I'd prefer it swapped that way, but I would prefer to have Series 14 and then the 60th anniversary special. Serenia's89 says, I need Chumblies and Quarks in the 60th anniversary special or else it's garbage, lol. Also the Crotons. Absolutely. Quarks, Chumblies, Crotons, hashtag Chumbly hype. Keep that alive. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Sharon for starting that. And then in your salad, eat my salad, Halloween. Oh my gosh, that got mean to death. Mark. Congratulations to Mark for winning the Lovarzi Christmas scarf giveaway. I will be shipping that out to you very soon. Congratulations. There was I think about 12, 14 contestants and people who entered, and I've wanted all of you to win, but I was very glad to see that Mark won, and congratulations and Merry Christmas, and I hope that you enjoy the lovely scarf. It's nice and warm. I liked it. I like it. I've enjoyed wearing it. Ooh, we're getting some shading going on. right now. I mean, it'll be coming soon for all of you. But I love that. That's looking. Oh, that's looking. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Congratulations, John says. Absolutely. Series 12 being the only Chris Chibnall series, not to mention Halloween. Julian Espresso says. Ben Miller, eat my salad. Halloween. Oh. Oh, my gosh. The memes. I had to listen to that so many times. Oh. Yes, with the scarf, my collection will increase by 20%, Mark says. Well, I'm glad it will keep you warm and looking festive and Doctor Who-y. That is very, very cool. Oh my gosh, love that shading going on. Love that I went with purple too. That's a brave color choice. He looks so like fancy and yet scary. Love it, love it. Getting Pertwee vibes with the ruffled shirts, I tell you. It's good thing. A hot take, but London 1965 is a terrible meme, Boba says. It's a classic one. Oh, the best thing to come out of those Twitch live broadcasts of classic Doctor Who episodes were the memes. Love the chase, though. This is true. This is true. It made the chase a much more popular story. I mean, the meme didn't really make any sense. It never made sense to me, but I enjoyed seeing the application of it. London, 1965. It just got stuck in everybody's head. You never knew what sort of memes were going to come out of those Twitch streams, but I was glad that it did. Pluto TV has a channel that just you can permanently watch for free with classic Doctor Who episodes on it. And I love that. I mean, there are ads, like 4 of them an hour or something, but if you're willing to put up with the ads, it's totally free, which was really cool. When I mentioned salad, I intended it as a joke with crotons, Mark says. Ah, I get you now. I get you. Hot take, London 1964. London 1964. Oh. That episode made me cry. The chase, just absolutely so sad. So sad. I think it's the fact that knowing that Hartnell is absolutely not acting in that last scene and is absolutely just mad at them for wanting to leave and so sad. It's just, it means so much. John Fisher says, yes, it is so cool. Love Pluto TV. I'm going to look at what's on Pluto TV now, whatever they're airing, but I hope that I won't get audio coming through because I don't want. Okay. Narrowly avoided playing some copyrighted material on a stream. Yay. Now that I've muted my computer, I'll now go and see. Last time I checked in, they were playing the Crystal Peladon, which was cool. There's a Peladon box set with a sequel with the 6th and 8th Doctor. That's exciting. They're playing Revelation of the Daleks right now. And then for the rest of the day, after Revelation of the Daleks, they have the 2 Doctors. That's fun. 2 Doctors.
And I can offer you.
After that, looks like they're going on some sort of a 6th Doctor binge, which is fun. Let's check out the guy. I can't see any further than that. But that is fun. That's fun. Oh my gosh, they're playing Dark Shadows episode 321. And then 322, all the way up to 325. There's a Dark Shadows channel on Pluto TV. I had no idea, but I love that they have a classic Doctor Who. Oh, look at that cape, Tony. The Doctor's wearing. Isn't that great? Oh, and there's a Dalek just strolling behind them. Run, run!
I'm in some sort of machinery.
Perry's seen a Dalek, but of course it's nowhere. He's seen. Oh.
Whatever it was, it's gone.
I forget one of these episodes has a
Take a look behind.
great cliffhanger.
Does it look familiar?
Oh my goodness. What do y'all think of Revelation of the Daleks? Quality Dalek story, Julian Espresso says. When he left Susan, he said he'd come back someday, but he never did. Same for the time meddler, Mark says. Shame on him. Absolutely, he should have. Maybe he will, or maybe she will, in the 60th. We're getting audio from Pluto? No! Ah! Oh no. Well, I don't know if we meant to hear that, but we can. I muted my computer. Apparently did not mute the audio coming through on the stream, so hopefully the stream will be okay. Thank you for letting me know that. I thought I'd fixed it. Okay. Well, thank you all for letting me know. Revelation is all right, Boba Tennant says. I prefer the other 80 Daleks, the other 80s Dalek stories. That's fair. Look at that.
If you want to,
Shading.
I'm not going to finish this, or I mean, but it's not going to be quick. So if
Oh,
you want to
okay.
just draw also at the same time,
Okay. Yep.
draw something, spin the wheel.
All right. Well, so I'll do it with a mouse then. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whatever you want.
Yeah. I'll do something like real quick once you're done. I'll do like we'll put the timer on for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and I'll draw something. You know, if that works for you.
Or maybe we just do that another time.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that next stream. We'll have a drawing challenge with me next stream, and that'll be something to look forward to in round 4. But in the meantime, Tony's got 5-ish minutes. Really, I'm okay with going over a little bit, but I just want to respect your time and the fact that we have... Okay, cool. Yeah, it was just fitting me in as well. That was going to be hard. Okay, cool. So Tony's gonna finish up on Swarm. I'm loving the shading, loving the eyes, seeing that come together. But next time I will draw something, and it's gonna be terrifying. Goth Swarm, stunning, Julian Espresso says, with a sparkles emoji, which is great. Yeah, what are you guys using to color this? Boba Tennant says. What program is this?
This is Aggie.io.
This is a site called Aggie.io.
It's the free version of Magma Studios.
It's the free version of a program called Magma Studios, and that's AGGIE.io. And Mark says crayons. So that's what Tony's using. He's gotten really good at drawing on this program, and it's just really cool to see the artwork that he creates with it. But that's a program, and what's cool about this is actually, if you had 2 devices that you wanted to draw, you can send this link out, and anybody that has the link can then draw on this same piece of artwork on their own layers and stuff. So that's a really cool collaborative aspect of this drawing program. So like he can be working on something and I can be working on something, if we wanted to do that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And this program has some cool capabilities. Does pretty good for especially for being free too. That's really cool. Revelation of the Daleks is a good story. It's definitely one of those darker Doctor Who stories. I think what I would have preferred less insulting and less insults from the Doctor to Perry and from Perry to the Doctor. It's a bit camp, but the underlying plot is absolutely terrifying. And yeah, I'm not the hugest fan of Eric Sayward's writing, but I enjoy it. And obviously his episodes have had a huge impact on Doctor Who, and I prefer Resurrection of the Daleks though. But obviously you want to talk about Doctor Who episodes. That one has the highest on-screen death count, Resurrection of the Daleks, of any classic Doctor Who episode. So definitely a darker one. Who Espresso Extra says, hot take, the crayon should have been called the Crayola. Yes, the crayons should have been the Crayola. Sponsored by Crayola. Alright, let's hop on to Aggie. Spin around. You have, of course, Swarm and Syl. We didn't mean to, but we went with monsters that had the start with the letter S. We just went with that. Went for that. Loving there's a bit of texturing going on here in the ruffles. That's fun. It just makes it look more complete. Adds a bit of depth to it. You're getting a kind of furry-ish texture to it.
I just didn't mind the detailed embroidery.
Ah, yes. Standing in for the
That's what it
detailed
is.
embroidery. I see. That is so cool. I'm loving these crystals. And you can see how, like, close up you can get an Aggie to do some real detailed work that you can draw on here. Here, let's put in here. How does that look on there? Yeah, look at that. Well, I didn't block any of the drawings in this stream. That's a success. Pertwee vibes, Hoovy Espresso says. Definitely getting the right vibes going there. Sir Meowswat says, I wish New Who would bring back the Mara. That would be fun. Because we have the effects to do it now. That's a great. Kinda is an underrated season 19 story right there. The Mara would be very cool to bring back. I hope they bring back the Black Guardian. That would be really cool. I need some Sea Devils back too. ASAP. Ogrons, please. Draconians and Ogrons, please. Just bring them back. Sir Meowswat says, I need some gold around Swarm's mouth. Moving Espressos.
Color shading I'm missing.
Hmm?
The shading I'm missing on the colors.
I don't know. Let me check
Probably.
some.
I know he's not just purple. It's actually hard to find reference images right now.
We're still in the stream. That stopped. We were playing. I turned the volume off on my computer so that Pluto TV would be coming to the speakers, but OBS handily for me just played the audio direct from the computer. So Swarm here. There's kind of some sparkles around there. Yellow teeth. I think it's kind of, you can see more here. I don't know if that helps, Tony. See the light?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm seeing pictures of Swarm with one of the villains from Star Trek. No, Star Wars. John says hello. Mark has put in the chat a picture of a serpent. I see. The updated special effects Mara was awesome. Sir Meowswat says yes, absolutely. So much better than the original. Oh, I hate to say it. Well, this is really fun, really exciting to see. That was my audiobook. I accidentally started playing it. I was not holding my phone. That's really fun. We got Swarm coming along nicely here. Thank you all for hanging out. This has been really fun. Really great to have you all here. Going on 2 hours here. As soon as Swarm is done, we'll be wrapping this up. But thank you all so much for hanging out, for chatting Doctor Who with me. This has been really fun. Thank you, Tony, for being here and lending us your incredible artistic skills and for drawing these Doctor Who monsters for us. Mark, that is so far not the same Swarm. I'm going to look up on the Tardis wiki Swarm in Doctor Who, because Tony and I were talking about this too. If Swarm was a monster or villain, if there was one called Swarm before. And let's see. There was a comic story named Swarm. Let's see. The Swarm was in The Invisible Enemy was a parasitic virus-like entity which could assume many forms. The swarm worked like a disease, spreading through electrical pulses which needed to make contact with the victim's eyes. That's from the Tardis Wikia. Revenge of the Swarm is an audio story with the Seventh Doctor. Let's see. Stingrays or the Swarm were the villains in Planet of the Dead, and the Swarm of Hornets was a villain in Hornet's Nest, which is a Fourth Doctor audio. Dad says, great job. The Invisible Enemy Swarm was in, yes. I did not notice that the theme music changed ever so slightly, Boba Tennant, in Series 13. I hadn't clocked that. So yeah, yes, you were right, Mark, in remembering that there was a swarm in the Fourth Doctor episode, The Invisible Enemy, but it was just, so far, it's not seeming to be related at all with this swarm. I'm liking the outline on the jacket here. That's pretty cool. Ah, we got a little bit of gold. Yay. I like it. Nice. Did you add in a bit on the face here on the side, or was that, did I just not notice these until now? I like it. I like it. Ooh, it's looking so cool. Sill's just looking up at Swarm, going like, what is going on? Where can I get a ruffled shirt like that? Oh, I can't wait until I see some cosplays of this character. Like, I know there's going to be some very talented Doctor Who fans who just go for it, and full face makeup. You got to do the crystals as well. That's just not an easy cosplay to do, I tell you. Right now.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. Don't look at his eyes, Mark says. Don't look into the eyes. You look at the eyes, don't blink, you're a goner. Ooh. Show them what you're currently drawing. Alright. Whoa, some shading going on here. Ooh, I like the trouser cuffs. There's just the two of them hanging out. You've drawn them, I'd say, almost quite proportionately.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you did a good job. Because Sill's also slightly in the distance, but yeah, this is fun. Swarm is waving goodbye. Contact has been made, Mark says. Loving these Invisible Enemy references. Which is what I don't think I gave that a fair shot on my tier list, but it has been ages. I mean, it introduced K9, so it can't be all bad of a story. And it's one of those, I think no, maybe that was a different story. I was remembering how they used the same creatures in the Brain of Morbius as they did in, in Planet of Evil as they did in Clouds of Axos. I think that was the one. Yeah, look at that. Hues are getting colored in. Ooh, I should show them that. Hey. Even some shading on the boots. I would not have even thought to do that. But here we can go back to take a look at Sill. I mean, this texturing would be also perfect for any of the Ice Warriors when we land on one of them. Like, I know you're going to do a great job of that. Because there's something about this that reminds me of the John Ridgway style of comic art. And actually, I'm going to go get. I've got the Doctor Who Magazine Classics comic Omnibus Volume 2 here. I'm just going to pull up some of the artwork. That is representative of his style. He took over from the Dave Gibbons era. See, this is kind of the art style of John Ridgway. And that's kind of really how your Sill is reminding me. I don't know how well y'all will be able to see this, but if you have any comics by John Ridgway, definitely, I'm getting vibes of that in this Sill drawing as well. Ooh, the gloves, the gloves. Gotta hand it to you. These gloves are coming along nicely. Comes in handy. Ooh, that looks good, man. I love seeing it. The coloring is the funnest part for me to watch. It even infected the Tardis, Mark says, and from it, K9. They both seem to recover quickly. Oh, okay. Boba Tennant, do we think RTD is going to bring back Doctor Who back to Saturdays? Probably. I mean, he seemed to like them during his era, but I'm not sure how much that is up to him. I think there's probably also other people who have a hand in saying how that works. Hello, Telly1. Welcome. Just stopping by to say hi and see how the art's going. Well, let's show you how the art's going. Here we have Swarm, and again, we're not allowing any spoilers for Series 13, but I know you'd be very conscientious of that anyway. But we have Swarm here being drawn and colored in here, looking absolutely stunning. And then also Tony drew. I say we. I keep saying we. The royal we. Tony drew these, and him and nobody else. So this is Sill here, looking absolutely incredible. And then I love how much like zoom you get on this program. You know, there's him, and then whoa, hey look, here we have Swarm as well. But thank you so much for dropping by. Welcome. I hope your day's going well. I hope you all have a lovely weekend filled with Doctor Who, if you should so wish it that way. And for all of you, I wish that your favorite episodes will be constantly airing on the TV or on Blu-ray, and that you have just a lovely weekend as well. As we come up to the end of the stream, I just can't thank you all enough for hanging out. It's been an absolute blast. I really enjoyed it, and I'm so grateful that you took time out of your weekend to hang out. This has been really, really fun. Thank you all so much for being a part of the Who Crew and growing my knowledge collection and connection every week, and I hope that the videos help you do the same as well. Again, yeah, I'm excited for Telly1 to get more collection box sets, because I really find your collection box set reviews very, very funny, and I see in you just a very authentic style of creating YouTube videos that absolutely will meet with success if you keep at it. And so great job on those. I really enjoy them. So shout out to Telly1, as well as all these other lovely channels in the chat here, Boba Tennant as well. I need to get at least another couple of videos where we hear you rant about how great Robot is. I really think that's necessary. I need a video on why Robot is better than City of Death. And of course, thank you to everybody here who is just watching this, who watches the stream and has been here either throughout the whole thing or joined in. Thank you so much. Thank you, John. It says thank you for the stream. To Alex and Tony, thank you, Tony, for doing this. This has been absolutely incredible. I love these streams. I think it's so much fun to showcase your art, and I'm just so glad that you took this time to share with us.
I'm gonna call it there.
You're gonna call it there? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Let's take a look. Let's take a look at you. Oh my gosh! Love it. Love those two villains. We got Swarm here. Let's take it. Oh my gosh! Love the crystals. Love how you've done the face here. The shading. is awesome. The expression, great. I love the ruffles, the clothing textures, the shading, and especially the colors that you chose, and just so good. And the lighting is really how you capture that. It's really, really cool. And of course, Syl looks like absolutely something I would have seen in a Doctor Who magazine comic. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Ben.
Thank you all so much for being here. Boba Tennis' challenge accepted. And Houdini Espresso Extra, it's been great. Have a nice evening. Such fabulous art too. Bye bye. Thank you all so much for being here. Dad says fantastic. Really loved spending this time with you guys. And thank you so much. We had a new video out today. Definitely check that out if you haven't. And I will see you in the next video. Sir Meowslot89 says the crystals look great. Nice gold on the mouth, lol. And thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Sir Meowslot89, Kevin Patterson, Luke1296. Hello. Oh my gosh, we're just ending the stream, but I'm so glad that we got to say hi. As soon as I join, the stream ends. I'm so sorry. That's time zones for you. But thank you so much. EarthMama23 says, great job. Thanks for the stream and sharing your talent. And thank you so much to all of you for joining. Shout out to everybody who's here. Boba Tennant, John Fisher, Marker Sculpin, Houdini Espresso Extra, EarthMama23, Luke1296, even just for a moment, Kevin Patterson. Thank you all so much for being here, Sally1. And keep growing your knowledge collection and connection, and I hope to see you in the next video or live stream.